Okay. Oops. Sharan, where are you?
Okay, yeah, we are here, still with you.
Where is, I can't see. Wait, no, hold on. Okay. Wait, there's two files. Hold on. I can close this. Whoops. What is this? Close this one. Can you see this?
We still see you, but not the slide.
Oh, I didn't share it yet.
Yeah.
Let me check. Where's the sharing thing? Oh,
The green button there, share
yeah, I know.
screen.
Wait, let me move this. Where's that green button?
How about you click on that
Let me
file?
try this one. I'm sharing screen, right?
Okay.
Okay. Where are two online? Oh, I go this one. Sorry, yeah. Where is it? This one. You are screen sharing. Okay. Can you see this?
Okay. You can see it better now.
Okay, let me make it bigger. Okay.
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
It's perfect.
So, what we are doing in the classroom today, and even after we are internet, we are teaching our students about Islam. You tell them what is Rukun Iman, what is Rukun Islam, but we don't teach them how to be a Muslim for this century. We are just information driven and not transformation driven. They memorize the Quran, they know so much. I mean, they can be like as good as a computer, with reciting the computer. But had that transformed their life, that's something else. And we are having in fact, today, I sometimes fear that we can see the mushrooming of a lot of kafis around. Not that I'm against Islam, not that I'm against the Quran, but that was not the purpose that Allah sent the Quran. It is just to be memorized, and it does not transform our life, cannot make us people who are thinkers, who are wise, then we have missed the point. So this is the worry. This is the worry. And we are being oppressed and what do you call this, dominated by others. We are just followers. We are just consumers. We are not leading, and we are not reviving anything. So when I look at this, we have to revive an old pedagogical tool that has been successful. But and this is where the Hikmah Pedagogy comes in. Okay. Now, before I go on, I want to show you one video clip. Okay. To tell you what's going on in the world today. This is a bit outdated, but still is relevant. Okay, just for a short while. So before you look at the video clip, I'd like you to open your what do you call this? Please write it down in the chat box. Okay. Don't wait until the end.
The video has sound or not, Prof?
Huh?
The video has sound or just?
There is sound. You don't hear it? I hear it. So you don't hear the sound?
We don't hear the sound. No, from my side, I don't know about others. Yeah, the others also don't hear it. It's always like that. There's some button.
Really?
But it's okay. If it's short, we can follow. No problem.
Yeah, it's short. It is select microphone, select speaker. I did not test that. Okay, then you can just watch it. Okay, there is no, the sound is just music. Okay.
Okay, can start again. Okay.
So we are moving very fast actually. When they say we are from IR, in the first industrial revolution occurred 1776. When you use the steam engine, you create the locomotives. Okay. For the next stage, it took a long time before we come to the electricity. Okay. And then we go to the computer stage. That one shorter. So from IR2, IR3, the pace get faster, very fast. Okay. And that's what we cannot predict what is going to happen. People today talk about how do you evaluate university. One of the criteria is employability, right? But we cannot evaluate. You are not prepared for a job for your time, for that time. You are prepared for something that is in the past. So, as a consequence of that, you are considered as unemployable. But you notice today that these graduates, they are still working. They're not unemployed, but they have to use their own intelligence, their own creativity, and be wise enough so that they can survive for their time. Okay, so this change. How do you prepare people for that kind of century? This is what we call the IR4. Now, what has the internet done to us? Let's see whether they have any question that you. Oh, somebody said you can't hear my voice. Is it? Can you hear my voice?
Now we hear clearly, Prof. No problem. Yeah.
Okay. Was there any question?
So far.
So what happened is that the internet came and sort of wrecked our life. I would say wrecked our life. It is a new, completely new world. Okay. What are the things that's needed today by them is no more being Ace, what do you call that? Getting Ace in examination. what they call the acing, ace, that's not the thing that is necessary anymore. Because you might have many A's, but you don't have the necessary skills, the necessary knowledge. So it's not so much the product anymore. It is the process. What we need today is the process. Process of what? Process of how to think about things, how to be creative, how to be, of course, we can have all of these things and become very intelligent, but we can be crooked or crooks. Okay? So we have to be ethical as well. And how do we maintain our spirituality? Now, if you look at let me share my screen again. Okay. Maybe I'm going to the new. Okay. Oops. Shit, the school let me open. Sorry, yeah. You have to be patient with me.
It's okay.
Wait. Okay.
It'll be better.
Okay, let's see if I can open this. So, okay, first of all is, I would say that what is necessary now is not the product, but the process. We are not interested in being able to master the information and regurgitate it in the examination or answering somebody very well quickly. No, we are more interested in the thinking process that bring about that product. So we're more interested in the thinking, in the communication, in the collaboration, those kind of skills. Okay, because when you look at even economics, we are no more talking about manpower, but we're talking about K economy. Those who have knowledge will flourish. Those who have information will be faster. And then we are talking about the, it's not so much, you have the capital, but the knowledge. And then service industry, look at Grab, look at Facebook. They're not tangible product. They are just connecting the consumer with the producer. Okay, and what about students? We are not going to treat students as empty can before, where we pour knowledge into empty can. No, they're no more empty cans. They are going to be students who must learn how to construct knowledge for themselves. And we have to move from teacher ask, student answer. In old days, the teacher will ask, the student will answer. Now, we want everybody to ask the question and the community deliberates the answer. So these are the changes. That's why you see now in the school system today, you notice that every school that I visited for the teaching practicum of my research, there are classes of about 36 or 40, 42 students. They're sitting in groups of 6 or 5. But do they know how to handle the teaching methods? They are still teaching the old ways, but they are trying to implement new methods. So this is why it doesn't work. Okay. Now, so this I notice is the greatest problem for our Muslim, because if Islamic education, which is the core subject for Muslims, is being taught well, I think we can make students go very fast. Not only go very fast, but become more action-oriented, more transformed than just vegetate. Okay. Now, according to the researchers, the 21st century skills, this is the 21st century skills. Ability to find, organize information, solve problems. Okay. Analyze and synthesize data. Sorry. Okay. creative thinking, critical thinking, communication skill, and collaboration. So these are the processes. We are more interested in our education, not getting them to the product, okay, but getting them to do it, to know the process of doing it, and this is the process.